right, Cassandra. So for your series, you want to photograph your grandma, and this is going to end up being more of a documentary style series than probably anyone else, more so than anyone else in the class is taking on. Maybe a little bit Andres's, but I think yours is really steeped in documentary, where you want to photograph your grandmother and you want to document the changes in her life, right? Not just your grandma at home, but why, how this virus has changed her life, and how she's not able to do as many other things. So what is she doing with her time, and how is she keeping herself safe? I think that's really the focus of your series. So here we see her like having coffee. It looks like she's having coffee with us, like we're getting like cheers by her. And in the background, we can see that it's Christmas, and we can see the decorations of Baby It's Cold Outside. We have this intimate feeling here. The image at the beginning of the semester that you photographed with your grandma, and it must have been like the assignment where it's someone close to you, photographed with fresh eyes, and you had it as though you were holding a cup of coffee as well, and your grandmother was in front of you. So we felt like we were really involved in the image. That was a really successful image, and I think you can utilize that in this series. You can utilize that. Well, you could use that image for your final part of your final project if you wanted. But that idea is what I'm talking about here, that idea of having it not just be that your grandma is going through all of this, but that you're there with her, and having something in the images that lets us know that you're, having coffee with her, or you're next to her filling up the water can as she's watering her plants, or you're vacuuming next to her as she's cleaning the doorknob. That was another image that you've turned in of her. So thinking of how you can incorporate this to be not only about your grandmother, but I think it would be sweet if you could have that edge of also showing us how you're involved in her life and how your life has changed as well through this virus. I think the concept there would be a little bit deeper. So that's something I want you to think about as you're exploring this as a topic. The light here, you have nice window light coming across her face. Having her move her face more towards that light would be more pleasing. Having it come, then it would come across her face a little bit more, and that would be like warm up her whole face instead of just part of it. So yeah, keep thinking on what I talked about as far as possibly including not necessarily yourself, but including something that lets the viewer know this isn't just about your grandma and how her life has changed, but how your interactions or your relationship has changed as well.